DJ General Mills.
Young Thug is a legend, and he's done it in 6 years, and I think that is incredible. That's it. Young Thug is a legend. He's done it in 6 years, and I think that is incredible. All right. When I first heard Young Thug, I thought he was like every other artist that's come out over the past few years. I just thought he was a normal, one hit, 2 hit artist. Honestly, if we're being honest, watching his growth from that has been incredible. For everything from, he started off before, but first time I heard Young Thug was on Stoner, and everything that he's done from Stoner, he did Stoner, Danny Glover, he was on T.I.'s All About the Money, Tyga's Pass Me the Hooker, and then he did the Rich Gang album with him and Rich Homie Quan, which was incredible as well. Like, it was a lot of like stuff that he was jumping on like quickly, boom, 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 boom. But I started to realize like Young Thug was like a serious artist, probably right around I want to say it was the Slime Season 3 mixtape. That might have been 2015, 2016. That's when I realized he was a serious artist. I'm looking at some of his mixtapes, Barter 6, I'm Up. I remember those was great. The Slime Season 3 is when I took him seriously. Now before that Rich Gang album, I think the Rich Gang album is the best compilation album that's been put out since Kanye West and Jay-Z did it. Like, in my personal opinion, that's how important that Rich Gang album was. That's a classic mixtape. No skips through, you playing it straight through. That's a classic album, man. I'm mad that we'll never probably get anything like that again, but Thug and Rich Homie have both said that, they just on separate paths. So maybe one day that we'll get something like that again. But that album was just incredible. But then you look at just consistency. I think the thing about an artist is consistency. Last year, I got a chance to interview Pain in the Ass, which is the guy who worked with Jay-Z on his first 3 or 4 albums. And something he told me was that big artists become bigger when they have consistency. And that's exactly what Young Thug has. Young Thug has been consistent. Day in, day out, year in, year out. He gives you a big record every year. He gives you, a hit every year. He's just been on top of some of the biggest, albums. He did the London, just last year or 2 years ago. He did Hot last year as well. Right now, he has a huge song with Chris Brown from the Slime and B mixtape that they put out. You cannot stop Young Thug. And to see him grow from where he started from. Young Thug started on he was I don't know. First time I heard him was on Vine, bruh. Stoner was the biggest thing in the world on Vine, and that's kind of where I heard him grow. So to see him, he threw up, a couple of records out there. They was good, but to see his constant transition, you can see Thug has turned himself into a legend early on. I think the kid's only 28, 29. So a 28, 29-year-old legend reminds me of Lil Wayne. And it's funny and interestingly enough because that was Young Thug's comparison. That's who he loved. That's who he was trying to emulate. That's who he was trying to be for so many years was Lil Wayne. His first mixtape after he was discovered was Barter 6, after Carter 6. So, to see everything that he's doing is just incredible. You could have written Young Thug off years ago. You could have said Young Thug is a one-hit artist. How many one-hit artists came out of that Vine era? How many one-hit artists came out of that, that social media era. They gave you 1 or 2 hits and they were gone. Young Thug has solidified himself. I remember when Beautiful Thugger Girls came out, and it was a wild, like, album. Still great hits on it. Honestly, if we're being honest, Young Thug doesn't put out bad albums or bad mixtapes. He's very concise, very consistent, very... that's the makings of a great artist. There's a lot of artists out there who are trying to be great. You want to know what it means to be great? Consistency. Young Thug is consistent. He's been consistent. And he's not searching for singles. You know, you can hear a single from a singles artist and be like, all right, they're reaching for this single. Young Thug's not reaching, you know. I think he's just been doing the stuff that he wants to do, and it's just been incredible, nonstop, boom, 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 boom. So, you know, salute to Young Thug just for everything that he's been doing, honestly.
DJ General Mills.